The first 20 minutes of this movie made me feel like I had found a lost horror gem. Turns out the first 20 minutes don't even belong to this movie. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Thanks for joining me. I'm Judo. We're talking about 1979's Italian horror, Island of the Fishmen. In 1980, it got ported over to the States, and it was retitled as Something Waits in the Dark, and then re-released again in 1981 as Screamers. So most of us, we're going to be seeing the Screamers version, wherever you might find it online. And it starts strong. Like I said, when I was seeing this, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good one. We've got guys' heads getting ripped straight off, men getting disemboweled, throats being slit. We got dead people coming back to life. I was like, okay, this could go somewhere. It's going to be campy. It's going to be cheesy, but it's the kind of camp and cheese that I like. So this is going to be good. This guy squandered his family fortune. So he has no money left, and he's like trying to figure out how to get all these riches back quickly. He hears this rumor about lost treasure of Atlantis. So he pays his captain to take him to this island. And the captains are like, man, bad mojo goes down here, so stay close. They all get separated and picked off one by fishmen that are supposedly guarding the treasure. How the dead rise, I don't know, because it never occurs anywhere else in the movie, which again points to the whole fact that it didn't belong to this movie in the first place. But then we got a hard cut and we go to this lifeboat full of criminals and one military doctor. There was some kind of a shipwreck. They're all on this lifeboat. It seems like they've been on there for days. Then they finally see this island that happens to be the same island. That group of people that got, disemboweled and heads ripped off swim to the island. About a handful of them survive, one of them being the military doctor. But they're picked off one by either traps set on the island or fishmen taking them out. Then they run into a woman. They follow her back to where she lives, which is like this mansion. Here we meet our main villain. Of course, this evil ass white dude who wants to control everybody and everything. And he just plays it off kind of like, hey man, this is just my place. I just want to be left alone. But you're a doctor. We could use a doctor. Let's see if we can work out a deal. Turns out that this woman is his prisoner. And he also has her dad there, who is a scientist. The evil white man. He's a benefactor to this scientist. He is providing him funds to do experiments that transform humans into fishmen. This scientist is under the idea that this is humanitarian work. The world is becoming overpopulated and we need to work this out. So he's changing men into fishmen. We can tap into the untapped resources underwater. So this man is a saint, like pure saint here. Heart of gold. His benefactor has different plans. His plans are enslave the fishmen and have them harvest the gold from the lost city of Atlantis that just happens to be right next to this island underwater. Long story short, suddenly this volcano is exploding and it's destroying everything. So we have to get off the island quickly. Here's where there's this mad rush to the only boat that's there. Fishmen are attacking everybody. The boat gets destroyed. But in the end, the fishmen show that they are more human than fish. And they save the good guys. They put the beautiful young woman and the military doctor up on this piece of drift and they save their lives. And they put them close enough to a ship that's passing by that they get saved. End of movie. I did enjoy this movie, but the fishmen is what made the whole movie. I will give this a 5 out of 10. You get rid of the fishmen though. It's a boring movie about a narcissist who just wants to control people and nature and thinks that everything should bend to his will. That's the general story of this thing. Let's forget about that. Let's talk about some of the behind the scenes production and promotion of this movie. So what I read and I found quite funny was the trailers and even like the promo pics. Like check out this promo pic. They are clearly trying to lean in to the sexualization of this woman. And also this picture heavily leans into there may be some fish loving going on here. You know what I'm saying? That's not even just the American version. That was the Italian version. Those are stills from the Italian version. And, they're leaning into the whole wet t-shirt thing, beautiful young woman. The only thing that stops that from showing through is the action and the fact that the film was pretty dark. So when she does fall in water, it's not like brightly lit, staying still. You're not seeing things the way you did in that still photo. But that still photo is definitely pushing an idea that is not in the film. Besides that, then we go to the promotional material for the States. You got the trailers, and there's 2 different trailers that I found. One promises that you will see a man turned inside out while they are alive. And this trailer has total different footage promising this, and none of that footage is even in the movie. And from what I read, it started a riot at one outdoor theater because people were so angry that the movie had nothing that the trailer promised. So for some of the theaters out there, cinemas, they actually had to re-edit that footage someplace into the film. But it was never part of the master film, so it didn't make it onto any of the VHS or DVDs. It's like that's lost forever. You can find the trailer online, and it's really just very close-up, slimy looking stuff. I don't feel like you're really missing anything, but I understand the frustration of seeing a trailer, being promised a thing, and that never showing up. So I get that. Then there's another trailer that just full on embraces the exploitation aspect of this movie. It has a fully nude woman in panic as her tent is being ripped apart. And the narrator is talking like some mad garbage about women being sexually assaulted and not always by men. And I'm like, ew, that was weird to me. None of that makes it into the movie. That's a good thing, because I'm not interested in watching a movie about women being raped by fish, that's a little H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, he doesn't go that hard, but he definitely alludes to there being fish loving in his stories. Where I land? You already heard me. 5 out of 10. I found it fun for what it was. Take out the Fishmen. This movie is nothing. The opening made me feel like I had found a horror gem, but by the end, I realized that I had just watched a solid Fishman movie that was wearing a horror mask. 5 out of 10. I want to know what you think. Here's my question to you. What movie were you fooled by? What movie, promotional material, promised one thing, and then you watch the movie and none of it was there and it just pissed you off? I want to hear that in the comments. Tell me what movie pissed you off the most with its over-promising promotional material that did not deliver a single thing in the actual film. Let me hear that. Also, if you have suggestions of movies I should check out, Rubber Monsters, I love them. Slashers, I'll watch them, but you're not going to get a good review for sure. Thanks for watching. I'm Judah. This has been Creepin' It Real, and I'll see you later.